Yo, my name's Ryan Fila, and today we're talking about food. About a year ago, I decided to go vegetarian, and I just spent about 2.5 months in Peru. So I'm gonna give you a list of my 5 favorite street foods as a vegetarian. Number 1 is Paparez. This is hands down my favorite one, and I ate the most out of any of these on my list. But basically what it is, it's a hard-boiled egg on the inside, and then around it is this potato batter with like carrots and onions and other vegetables in it. And then it's fried in oil, just fried and turned and fried, and then they cut it open and sauce it, and it's delicious. Now with this one, you do have to be a little careful. A lot of times they'll put pork or put meat in that potato batter, so make sure you ask them if there's meat in it. If you don't speak Spanish, that's okay. Just use Google Translate and make sure that there's no meat in it. Now when you get it, I will on top of that say, make sure you dig your fork around a little bit, because if there's a language barrier or they're just really trying to get the sale, they'll still tell you yes and sell it to you. So make sure you dig around a little bit. Now, a lot of times this is sold with rice on the side, and that rice typically has meat in it as well. But if you can find one that's vegetarian, make sure you hit it. You'll probably be back a second time, I'm not gonna lie. Number 2 is Picarones. Picarones is a fried donut that they fry fresh right on the street. Usually they just have like this little bowl and they whip this stick around on the inside of it, and they're delicious. They're a donut made out of sweet potato and pumpkin, and after it's fried, they give it to you in this little plate or whatever, and then they just drizzle it in this syrup, and it's delicious. Number 3 is breakfast, and this isn't a big shiny fancy street food item, but you'll find it everywhere, and it's little breakfast sandwiches that are one sol a piece. And in Cusco and in Peru as a whole, having just an avocado sandwich is normal. They'll literally just give you 2 pieces of bread with avocado smashed between it. So if that's your jam, do that. What I would typically do is get an avocado sandwich and an egg sandwich, and then I would just put them together and eat it that way. Number 4 is popcorn. This one's pretty self-explanatory, but you'll see a big glass case with the popcorn in it. A lot of times half of it will be sweet and then half of it will be salty, so you can get a nice mixture if you want. Number 5 is an oatmeal drink. If you're a person who likes their oatmeal thin, this is for you. Now, I'm not one of those people. I like my oatmeal super thick and chunky, but basically they'll serve you a bag of this really runny oatmeal, and then they'll put a straw in it, and it's actually your drink. Now, before I wrap this video up, I'm actually gonna do something I've never done before, and I'm going to basically sponsor my own video with my artwork. So if you've traveled to Peru, you're traveling to Peru, or you are currently in Peru and you really wanna go home with a beautiful piece of art from Peru or representing Peru, but getting it home is kind of a hassle, that's perfect. I have a bunch of canvas art from my photography while I was in Peru, all over Cusco, from Machu Picchu, in Lima, that you can order and it'll ship directly to you in the US and Canada, and you don't have to worry about it getting damaged from your trip from Peru back home. It's super easy. You just go over to my website, check out all of the galleries, then click to the Peru one, find a photo that you love, click that photo, and order whatever canvas type you want. This allows me to keep putting free resources and information out on the internet. It helps support a small creator, and it gives you a pretty dope picture if I don't, toot my horn myself. I'm just saying. But speaking of free resources, I'll also put a Google Save Maps list down in the description that has all of my favorite places. There's almost 100 places all over Peru included in that map. So go check that out. A lot of those food places are vegetarian as well. Again, I'm Ryan Fila. I appreciate you being here. Enjoy your trip to Peru if you're not already there. If you're there, enjoy the beautiful country. Until next time, you try to live your dream, and I'll see you there. Peace.